What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. Today is the Lazy Daze channel and we're back at it again with some more TV reaction for you guys today, and we are doing some Death Note episode 10. I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying taking Jack through his first anime experience.
I'm loving this anime,
You're
bro.
loving
I'm
it.
loving it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm so glad you are. So obviously Elle and Light have just met for the first time.
And he's been completely taken by surprise.
Completely taken by surprise. You think he's lost his mind, and
Right, he's actually lost his shit.
yeah, he's actually done it. Yeah,
He was precise and thinking about things, but now he's been, like, put in a situation he doesn't want to be in. He's now lost his shit.
yeah,
He's
he
lost
can't
his
handle
shit.
it. Can't handle it. Well, we will see what we have to come. We've got plenty more episodes to come. So if you guys are enjoying our reactions, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we are just going to jump straight into this one.
Let's do this.
I have to admit, I was surprised, Ryuga.
Oh,
I never
this
thought you'd
episode.
ask me to play tennis as a way to get to know each other.
Is it a problem for you?
Not at all. Did you know how good I was?
Yes. I'll be fine, though. One time I was actually the British junior champion.
If I ask him if he's British, would he think I'm trying to find out more about him because I'm Kira? Ryuga, were you raised in the UK?
Nothing in that story would reveal Elle's true identity, I promise you.
Oh, is that so?
First one to 6?
That's fine by me.
This is just a friendly game of tennis, nothing more. But I know Kira hates to lose.
Hey! Ah! Whoa, Ryuga, you sure don't mess around.
He who strikes first wins.
Oh.
What do you mean you're not at liberty to say?
I'm very sorry, sir. We're under orders from L not to discuss the case with anyone, including you.
It's been 4 months since this case came to the public's attention, and they want results. That L is incompetent.
With all due respect, sir, the rest of the department runs away with their tails between their legs, and we're incompetent? Do you have any idea how many people are left at task force headquarters these days? Please excuse me.
What about this L character? Can he be trusted?
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are. Right now, even as we speak, he's risking his life.
These two really amateurs? Who are they anyway?
These are the same two guys who scored perfect on the exam.
Relax, Light. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature.
I suppose I could just lose on purpose, but if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match to avoid suspicion. I don't see any way that he can profile me based on a tennis match. So, I have to assume he has some other goal in mind.
Look at that. He's going for the win.
And just like that, we've got an umpire and a line judge.
I can see the wheels turning, Light Yagami. I'm already in your head.
There's no way this tennis match will deepen our friendship. This is a token gesture, an elaborate act we'll go through so we can say we're closer.
Because I wanted to play tennis with you, you'll assume that I'm preparing to take a step closer, laying the groundwork to get to know you better.
If you want me to discuss Kira with you, it only makes sense that I'd want to ask for proof that you are in charge of the investigation, and more importantly, that you are really L as you say you are.
Yeah.
We'll have to go to task force headquarters.
In all things, one cannot win with defense alone. To win, you must attack!
What?
Game and set!
Shot.
Won by Light Yagami!
That was so well done.
I know, just a simple tennis scene.
Just as I expected, you beat me.
It's been a while since I had to play that hard. You want to go somewhere for a drink?
You humored me with the tennis match. The least I can do is answer some of your questions. I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira. Now, if you still want to ask me something, then please go ahead.
You think I'm Kira?
Well, when I say I suspect you, it's only a 1% possibility. But once I'm sure you aren't Kira, and I can verify that your deductive skills are as strong as I think they are, I'd like nothing more than to have you work with me on this investigation.
This coffee shop is one of my favorites in the area, and if we sit here, there's no chance of anyone overhearing us. Not to mention, we're so out of the way here, no one's gonna give you a hard time about the way you sit.
You see, if I were to sit normally, my deductive skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%. You're under no obligation to do this, but would you mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills?
Sure, why not? Sounds like fun.
Photographs of 3 notes written by prison inmates while under Kira's control just prior to their deaths. None of this information has been made public.
Come on, this is child's play. There's a print number on the back of each of these photographs. Clearly, if I read it the way Kira intended on my first attempt, I'd only look more suspicious. If you line these notes up side by side and take a look at the first letter of every line, it reveals a message. Rearranging it like this gives you... L, do you know? Gods of death love apples. But there are obvious print numbers on the back of all these photographs. Arrange it in that order, we get... L, do you know? Love apples, gods of death. That doesn't sound right. And based on that, it's hard to believe that Kira would have wanted you to read it this way.
The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs. When we add this one, it reads, L, do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
It's a fake. But seeing as I only had 3 photographs to work with, my deduction was perfect.
No, it wasn't. Even though you knew the message was incomplete, you decided that there were only 3 notes. You never even considered that there might be a 4th. What do you make of that?
Because he knew there wasn't one.
Falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his hands. Well, you got me there. I didn't think of that.
If you were me, faced with someone who might be Kira, how would you go about establishing this person's innocence or guilt?
Probably try to get him to say something that was never made public in any way. Something that only Kira could know. Kinda like what you were doing just now.
What's incredible is that I've asked countless detectives that same question, and it took most of them minutes to even come up with an answer. You immediately thought of a scenario in which Kira is speaking directly to the investigator. You'll make a fine detective, Light.
But it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The more impressive my answers, the more of a suspect I become.
Yes, it's about 3% now. You see, I'm in a position where even if you are Kira, it would still be to my benefit to have you working alongside us.
If I cooperate with you, there's a chance I can help the investigation to move forward. And if I'm Kira, I might reveal myself. It's a very smart move on your part. But I think you might be getting the wrong idea. At this point, neither of us can prove that we're not Kira. However, if you are in fact L, I don't imagine it would be that hard for you to prove it to me. I think I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity.
You sure talk a lot, don't you, Light? Typical for someone who hates losing. I think that's 7%.
That was a big jump.
I don't remember saying you couldn't meet anyone from Task Force headquarters to verify my identity. I'm currently working alongside your father, as well as several other senior detectives from the NPA. Now, if I understand you correctly and I take you to Task Force headquarters, you'll help us with the investigation. Am I safe in making this assumption? Excuse me.
Oh, there goes mine.
Yes?
Ryuzaki, I have some bad news.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your...
My father, he had a heart attack.
Shut up. He hasn't. Be a minor one, but he survived it. On his meeting with him, it proves that he wasn't involved. Therefore,
The death note kills.
yeah,
The death note kills.
yeah.
So the doctors think stress was the only cause?
It must have added to your stress knowing that Light is a suspect in this investigation. In fact, I've told him everything. It's true, he even knows that I am L.
This man is L.
This guy is the real L. But for now, I'm the Light Yagami who's worried for his father.
Now that you've had the chance to talk to my son, is he cleared as a suspect?
We've gone over this, but I'll explain it again. Not long ago, Kira killed 12 FBI agents who'd come to Japan to assist us. One of these agents, Ray Pember, exhibited unusual behavior before he died.
I understand, and I was one of the people Ray Pember was investigating before he died. It only makes sense I'd be a suspect.
I find Light's deductive powers quite impressive.
Ryuga, I'd like to help with the investigation. Also, I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him.
No, Light.
Literally the irony with this,
Mate,
man.
is she...
Besides, don't you remember my promise? That if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out to be Kira.
This doesn't seem like an act to me. Or if it is, it's too cheesy.
Ryuzaki, I'm sorry for all this trouble, but I'll be back at work as soon as the doctors let me out of here.
Excuse me. Visiting hours were over 10 minutes ago.
What would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira? Please, isn't there something?
If you aren't Kira, it won't be necessary. Let things run their course and the truth will be revealed.
What if you were to lock me up for a month in a place with no TV or any other kind of access to the outside world and keep a constant watch over me?
Would any normal person be willing to go to such extreme measures to clear their name? I can't do anything that would deprive you of basic human rights. And furthermore, it's complete nonsense for the investigator to take suggestions from his suspect. And listening to that conversation between you and your father, I was almost convinced you might not be him.
Oh, one more thing. I know I agreed to help with the investigation, but I don't think I'll be able to do much until my father is healthy again. He's the L I've been fighting this whole time. What is his real name?
Light Yagami. Are you not Kira?
I'm happier than I've ever been. All thanks to this power. I'm going to create a perfect world.
Oh god, he's lost it.
Perfect world.
Normally, humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
But I have no intentions of repeating that pattern.
Well, I hope you're right about that.
What is this crap? Don't tell me this is your idea of a proposal. What I need is a good freaking story, not this crap. Idiot! I don't pay you to complain. If they won't give you anything, then get creative.
This is for you.
What is it? So who is this from? Huh? Now this is more like it. This is what I call a story. Who wouldn't air these? This is for real. Our ratings are gonna go through the roof.
Go through the
Holy
roof.
crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack here.
I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode, Jack. What are those tapes got in store for us?
What the fuck, man?
You're like, oh, this is a nice little ending. Oh wait, what's this extra little bit? Wait,
I want to know what's on them tapes. I want to know who sent them in, bruv.
Yeah. Who sent them in?
That chess game between them two playing tennis.
Oh, that tennis game was so good. It was one of our friends' favourite scenes. It's so good. The psychological warfare,
So good.
whilst going through it.
So good, so good.
Top quality content. We really enjoyed this reaction over here. So if you guys are enjoying it yourselves, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we are going to catch you in the next video.
See you in a bit.